concept of being a better man, right, means that I have to be, one, balanced, but two, I have to really dive into my relationship if I want it to work. I have to dive into what's important to me. And on the flip side of what Eileen said, and everything she said is 100% how men react to things. On the flip side, I was finding it very difficult to deal with Helene's emotions, right? Because when she would have an emotional reaction to something, her emotional reaction to me seemed unwarranted and excessive. Like, how could it, like that
I do so much.
Yeah,
what are you
no, not
about?
even when it had nothing to do with me, right? It could just be an emotional reaction to something that happened. So something happens on a computer, or she gets an email she doesn't like. Her emotional reaction at the time that she did that seemed to me so unwarranted. Like, that's not that bad. Why are you acting this way? And what I was trying to do is, in my mind, I was like, well, that's just, my brain was telling me that what you're doing and how you're reacting doesn't equate to the action that happened, because I was logically trying to put everything together, which is, again, we'll dive more into the logical versus the intuitive.
Actually, I want to, if we can, I would love to actually just jump in there for a
let's
second.
get to the next. But the point I'm getting to is, what I've realized as we've gone off is, one, and this is for all the men listening, is you have to always understand that fundamentally, biologically, chemically, women are different to men. Psychologically, biologically, chemically. They are designed a specific way for specific tasks from a natural standpoint. And there's also a metaphysical standpoint to that, is being very intuitive. With that said, if women do not really have, if they haven't done the self-work, that can spiral for me. Right, that emotional state, as much as it seems unwarranted, is actually related to many other things that leads them to there. And some of it's got to do with you, some of it may have nothing to do with you, but I can almost guarantee you a lot of it's got to do with you. And it's trying to figure out how to, one, understand it. So in our men's group, it's been very helpful to explain the differences biologically between men and women, to explain that women, to a much higher degree than men, do perceive thoughts more on the negative side because they're more in danger than men are. Regardless of how we want to see this in society, women are more vulnerable. We are the protectors of women's spaces. That doesn't just mean being a big, strong man and standing in. That means also protecting them not only physically, but also emotionally and also spiritually. And those three are very important. So we're going to dive into why that's important and how you can start regulating that. But I understand the struggles men have in trying to understand where their wives are coming from, where their spouses are coming from, where their better halves coming from. But for me, I found the most useful part was, regardless of how people have told me, I will never speak a woman's language the same way as they can. I will always be a foreigner to that language. However, that doesn't mean that I can't learn the language or can't learn the cues, and I can't learn more about how to be more present and be the right type of man. And having that logical anger reaction is generally what just shuts us in the wrong direction.